All right, so the next thing I want to show is how to put in a floor plan, right? So a little floor plan that'll pop up over here and show you where you are. If you notice this view, I'm kind of at the end of the room, and then for this view, I'm kind of in the middle of the room, right? And we're both looking sort of towards that end. So I'm going to set up a floor plan that shows me kind of where I am in those two instances, even though it's not that big of a deal. The floor plans are in uh, the plugins, and if you just come in, you'll see a floor plan, and you just click on install, and it will install it down here, and you can configure it. First thing you want to do is select the floor plan itself. So if I go to the floor plan, I can select one. I have one loaded in here already. If you don't have one, you can just go to upload asset and get it. So I'm just going to pick it and say choose file, and it's going to bring that guy in, and I'm just going to click on it, and it's going to put it in here. I could have done a better job of sort of making it prettier, but it's fine for our purposes. And so I'm going to do the one that's in the middle first. So I'm going to drag this kind of icon in here, and I'm going to click on it and right click and choose represent scene. So the scene that I want to represent is this yellow one, and it's facing a certain way, and it may not be correct, and we may have to sort of ascertain, depending on how we set our view up, which way to face this. But I'm just going to click save right now, and I'll save this down here, and then I'll preview it, right? So if I preview it, then you now have this little floor plan. So if I click on this floor plan and I go, oh, and I need to put, it's showing me where I'm standing. So this one works fine. Like, it doesn't have a little radar on it. So it's just showing you basically where you're standing, but you can go in and it will actually give you the view cone. So let's do that. So if I come back down here, I'm going to enable radar, and I'll save that, and then I'll preview it. And now if I go and I click on my little floor plan down here, you'll see the radar is facing the wall. And if I turn, it's actually kind of reversed. Like as I turn, it's kind of turning the other way. It always faces sort of the left wall. So really what I want it to do, what I want to do in the floor plan is I actually want to face that wall. So there's the stair wall, and I want to go in there and update it and face that wall. So if I come in here and I right click on it and I choose represent scene, let's go ahead and face this wall and see if that works. So I'm going to click save, and then I'll preview it. Go back to the toggle floor plan, and you can see now it's looking the opposite way. Like this is the way, actually that would be, yeah, this is the way we're facing this way. So it's actually facing the opposite. So we need to face the other wall. So it can be a little tricky depending on how you set things up, but eventually you can get it. So if I come in here, right click, go to choose represent scene, and then kind of spin myself around to face that wall and save it, and then preview it, right? And then turn on my floor plan down here, you'll see that it's going to show my view cone, like where I'm looking, right? So that's kind of nice. I'll go back and I'll add another one. So for the red one, because the red one's kind of right here, right? So maybe we'll push it about right there. And then if I right click on that and I choose represent scene, and I go to the pull down and I pick that red one, and I think this one's actually right. So let's click save, right? And then let's preview it, right? And if I go to my panorama R1 and I bring out the floor plan, you can see this one was actually set up correct from the beginning, right? And I have sort of those restrictions on the up and down, so it has a very limited view. You can see we could change those if we wanted to, but that's adding a floor plan.